grandkids.
I'll share.
I want candy.
I'll share. Well, you got 2 on your way, so you're going to say
Not
that.
grandkids. That's
no,
true.
You got 2 kids on your way. You're going to say that, and then you're going to like, oh, why did I do this?
Yeah.
All right, green lights out in the corners. We're going to light the wick this time by out of corner number 4. The calm before the storm. Green flag is out. Let's go racing. James Reed holds the early advantage into turn number 1, but on the outside, give the lead to Alex Davenport with the charge. Reed with a smooth looking run on the low side, getting close, quarters on that one. Davenport's gonna hang on to the lead. Reed's gonna stick to that low side. Nate Weiler gets around Joey Danley for the 3rd spot. So Danley riding in 4th with Brandon Horton hot on his heels as Jason Danley makes a good looking move down to the low side. Brandon Horton's gonna hang on to that final transfer spot. Alex Davenport beginning to check out on the field. Reed hangs on to 2nd as Joey Danley makes a high line charge off of corner number 4. Give the 2nd spot to Joey Danley. Shuffle Reed back to 3rd. Nathan Weiler hangs on to that 4th spot. Brandon Horton begins to pick up some steam, looking to get into that top 4. High line looking quick around Eagle Raceway in this heat race number 1. Nate Weiler mounts a challenge off of corner number 2 with James Reed. Dead even going into corner number 3. It's going to be the battle of the high and low. Who's going to have it? Nathan Weiler is going to get the spot off of corner number 4 and down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, up at the front of the field, Alex Davenport hanging on to it. Joey Danley continues to close on him. Real close right there. Joe Danley on the low side. He's going to take the lead in a crossover move. Shuffle Alex Davenport back to 2nd. Nathan Weiler, meanwhile, has picked up to the 3rd spot. And Brandon Horton follows for the 4th place spot. Oh, look out. Alex Davenport gets a little high off of corner number 2, manages to keep the car underneath of him and hangs on to that 2nd spot as Nate Weiler begins to close. This time by, Caden Murray's got the white flag in hand. 1 lap to go for the 14 machine of Joey Danley, Alex Davenport, Nate Weiler, and Brandon Horton. If you're looking to get into this show, you're going to have to do it quick. Your leader comes off of corner number 4 and picks up the win in Twin Rivers RaceSaver Sprint Car Heat Race number 1, the 14 of Joey Danley. Alex Davenport hangs on to 2nd. Nate Weiler in 3rd. And Brandon Horton does pick up that 4th and final transfer spot. I had to hone my eyes in on timing and scoring quick.
Back in action here tonight. Hopefully he has a little bit more success this evening. As we're set to go green flag racing, Justin Bolte and Andrew Jackson set to bring us to the green. 2nd of 3 Twin Rivers RaceSaver Sprint Car Heat Races. For everyone watching on Facebook, I believe your final heat race of the night. Check us out at EagleRaceway.tv as we are green. Bolte to the bottom side, a 1 and 2. Jackson working the high line, and here comes Gene Acklin. The 14G on the move early. From inside row 2 up to 2nd, Adam Golian in the 91, right in the mix as well. Doug Lovegrove on the bottom side, but lap number 1 goes to Bolte as he'll work the bottom in 3 of 4. Gene Acklin working the high line. Cars spread all around the racing surfaces. Gene Acklin's your new leader. What a run. He got in turn 4 to pick up the advantage over Bolte. Adam Golian up to 3rd. Lovegrove 4th. And here comes Jake Galusha into the mix of the 2E. Adam Golian trying to reel in Bolte. Lovegrove right there as well. 3 cars battling, and here comes the run for the 91 down the back straightaway. Your race is on for 2nd, but up front, Gene Acklin has checked out in this one. Golian to 2nd. Bolte back to 3rd. Galusha trying to fend off Lovegrove, and he'll do so. The high line, the place to be. Lovegrove finding some moisture on the bottom, making it work, but Galusha will pull away. Here comes Superman now. You've got some hard chargers from deep in the field in this one. Gene Acklin a straightaway lead over Adam Golian. Jake Galusha in third, Stuart Snyder fourth, Doug Lovegrove fifth. Look out, Snyder. Maybe the right rear kissing the outside guardrail in turn 4. The highline's fast, but it is also tricky right at the moment. You make one little mistake, you're going for a ride, and right now, these talented drivers working it beautifully. As Gene Ackland, your leader, I tell you what, Adam Golian is starting to reel him in. Down to a 1.1 second lead the last time by, 2 laps to go. We'll see what it is this time by. It's down to 9/10 of a second, so the 91 is starting to reel in Gene Ackland. Galusha in third, Snyder fourth, Lovegrove rounding out your top 5 as Ackland comes to the white flag one more time around for the 14G. Golian has cut it down to a half a second. Here comes the 91 off of turn number 2. Eagle Raceway, you've got a race for the lead. Slide job in 3 and 4. It'll stick with the crossover. Gene Ackland holds on. Golian second. It'll be Galusha third, Snyder fourth, and Hausman Jr. will beat Lovegrove to the line for 5th. What a way to end heat race number 2. What a try for Golian, but race fans give it up for him as he'll go into the infield. Your winner, the 14G, Gene Ackland.
Who's going to be brave enough to get up there, because that cushion can be your best friend and it could be your worst enemy. You catch that right rear and take off, or you catch the right rear and you could flip pretty easy.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, looking real juiced up on the top side right now. We'll have to see how she goes because the field forms up. We're looking to go green this time out of corner number 4. Shaylee Bate and Chase Weiler start this one off. Bate with the advantage on the low side, but Weiler has a strong run on the outside. Give the lead to Chase Weiler down the front straightaway. The boss, Mike Boston, hot on the heels of the 03 of Shaylee Bade. Bade not giving up. Gonna have a strong battle down the back straightaway, but Weiler's gonna hang on to that lead for the time being. Weiler, Bade, Boston, Nikolai. Chase Weiler looking high, wide, and handsome out in the lead right now. Boston with a low dive to get around Shaylee Bade off of corner number 2. It's not going to be enough this time. Give the spot to Bade. Trevor Grossenbacher gets around Dan Nicolite for 4th place. Final transfer spot currently belonging to Trevor Grossenbacher. Shaylee Bade starting to close the gap on Chase Weiler. Boston closing the gap on Bade. Boston with a strong move off the bottom, crossover. Not gonna be quite enough. Shaylee Bade hangs on to it on the bottom side. Chase Weiler working around lap traffic on that one. Almost a pucker moment for Weiler. Boston gets into the back of lap traffic, but he's gonna hang on to that 2nd spot. He takes Trevor Grossenbacher right along with him, moves Shaylee Bade back to 4th. Mike Boston 2nd, Trevor Grossenbacher 3rd. Shaylee Bade rounding out the top 4 transfer spots. Chase Weiler got her on cruise control out front, liking the high line in that 0 machine tonight. This time by off of corner number 4. If you're going to make a move, you probably better do it now. White flag is out. 1 to go for Chase Weiler. Single file throughout the field to end this one out. Through corner number 3 and off of corner number 4. Eagle Raceway makes some noise for your 4th and final heat race winner. The 0 machine, Chase Weiler, picks up the win. Mike Boston coming home in the 2nd spot. Trevor Grossenbacher 3rd. And rounding out your top 4 transfer cars is going to be the 03 of Shaylee Bade. What an incredible night of heat race action, like Ryan was saying just a minute ago. If that's any indication for what's to come yet through the creature features and the final features, boys and girls, we are going to be in for one heck of a show.
So Jay Russell set to bring us to the green with Doug Lovegrove. Daniel Nicolite and Jason Danley, row 2. Justin Bolte, Gunnar Pike, row 3. James Reed, Andrew Jackson, row 4. Clint Benson, Cole Vanderheiden, Bill Garrow, and Cole Cloud to round out your order. Final B feature of the night, set to go green, 12 laps the distance.
Doug Lovegrove heads out into the early lead. He's going to have a low side challenge from Brandon Horton.
Working through 1 and 2. Jay Russell, your leader. He is pulled away about a straightaway advantage. Here comes Daniel Nicolite of the 22D. Started inside row 2, up to second. Lovegrove third. Jason Danley right there in the mix with Top Gun Gunnar Pike coming up front.
As they roll through 1 and 2, Jason Danley takes a rare move to the high line, looking to find out some real estate on Doug Lovegrove. To Lovegrove's outside, Nicolite gets around.
Jay Russell absolutely checking out of this one, almost a 3-second lead. Look out, Jason Danley! Caught a little bit of a bottom rut there or something. His car upended. Here comes Gunnar Pike. Look at the 25 come to the front. Started in 6th up to 3rd. And now here comes Lovegrove to the outside of Danley.
Danley's going to dive back down on the low side. Going to get a good battle shaping up here. Currently give the spot to Jason Danley as he slips the grip just a little bit coming off of corner number 4, and he tries to track down Gunnar Pike.
Already lap traffic for Jay Russell. He's got a lap car between he and Daniel Nicolite. Once again, top 5 cars moving on to the main event. Gunnar Pike in 3rd, Jason Danley 4th. Look at Clint Benson come. Clint Benson started in the 9th spot up to the 5th and final transfer. So Doug Lovegrove outside looking in the 55.
Jay Russell with an incredible lead on the field. Jason Danley making up some ground, trying to close the door on Gunnar Pike. What's he going to do this next lap around?
Jay Russell will put Bill Garrow down a lap as he works through 1 and 2. Daniel Nicolite about a straightaway back. 2 to go this time by Top Gun Gunnar Pike back there in 3rd.
Gunnar Pike getting a little high there off of corner number 2 as the white flag is out. Race fans coming off of corner 4, 1 to go. Look out, here they come to the line. Your winner is going to be the 76 machine of Jay Russell.
Daniel Nicolite will come home 2nd. Jason Danley will hold on for 3rd. Gunnar Pike 4th. Clint Benson will round out your top 5 transfers. So Doug Lovegrove will not make it. Andrew Jackson, Justin Bolte, Cole Vanderheiden, Bill Garrow, and Cole Cloud's night is done. So your top 5 transfers: in 5th, the 100 of Clint Benson. In 4th, the 25G of Gunnar Pike. In 3rd, the 4X of Jason Danley. In 2nd, the 22D Daniel Nicolite. And your winner, the 76, it's Jay Russell. Alex Davenport and Shaylee Bade set to bring us to the green flag. Can't thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. Of course, we do invite you into the pit area after tonight's racing action is over. And we hope to see you back for night number 4 next Saturday night.
Eagle Raceway, get up, get on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Heading down into corner number 1, Alex Davenport and Shaylee Bade. Shaylee Bade with a good advantage. Davenport fights back on the inside. Your race is for the lead.
Lap number 1 will go to Shaylee Bade. The boss, Mike Boston, up to 2nd. Here comes Nathan Weiler to his inside. Car slicing and dicing all the way around this 3rd mile dirt oval. Shaylee Bade still your leader in the 0-3.
Shaylee beginning to check out on the field. Good battles going back, 3rd on back. The boss deciding to try the low side, blocks off Weiler's run.
How about Brandon Horton? Keep your eye on the 1B. He started 8th, already up to 4th. Stu Snyder right there as well.
Strong battle for Stu Snyder, really liking the way the low line's working for that 5 machine as they drag race down the back straightaway. Weiler looks to the inside of Boston, and Snyder looking to the inside of Horton.
Shaylee Bates still your leader. Mike Boston drifts up. Here comes Weiler. Stu Snyder has gotten around Horton, so Stu Snyder up to 4th. We're going to have a 3-car battle for 2nd coming to the line.
How about it? Looking for more. Stu Snyder making the move to the outside, down the front straightaway. He's got it off of 2.
How about the pass from Superman up into the top 3? He started 10th, so he is on the mission. Only 5 laps complete, now 6 laps complete, but it's all Shaylee Bay trying to pick up her first win of the season.
Shaylee Bay definitely starting to check out into a new zip code as Stu Snyder starts to close in on Mike Boston. Look out, here we go, down the front straightaway. Boston's gonna hang on to it that time.
Stu Snyder with a slide job. Oh, Boston got into the outside guardrail. He'll hit the loud pedal going down the back straightaway. Both cars will run right through the center of 3 and 4. Bates still your leader, still 17 to go. Meanwhile, Weiler to the inside of Horton off of 4.
Chase Weiler with a good run running in that 6th spot right now, looking to close them off as Stu Snyder begins to close the gap on Shaylee Bade. Lightning makes a beautiful backdrop here at Eagle Raceway as Snyder starts to close.
Lap traffic could play a factor. Danielle Nicolite will be the first one to go around. A lap as Bade has her hands full. Here comes Superman to the inside. Your race for the lead. You've got a new leader. It's Stu Snyder.
Stu Snyder, Shaylee Bade, Mike Boston, Brandon Horton, your top 4. We're going to have some haymakers and great battles as we continue to get through this A feature as you hear the roar of the thunder.
Tell you what, this track's starting to lay down rubber. Everyone working the bottom side of the speedway. You get out of that rubber, you're going to go back a few spots. As now Boston gets around Bade. Bade trying to run back to the inside, not going to happen. As Stu Snyder has problems getting around the left car at Davenport.
Going into lap traffic, Stu Snyder's going to hang on to that lead. Look out, Mike Boston, always a force to be reckoned with when lap traffic becomes a factor.
Stu Snyder still trying to get around Danielle Nicolite. Boston has clean air in front of him. Can he run down Superman? Meanwhile, Bade is starting to have pressure. Trevor Grosenbacher on his move. Started 11th into the top 5.
Look at Grosenbacher go. Got the low side slider on Shaylee Bade. Give 3rd to Trevor Grosenbacher, but Bade fights back down the front stretch.
11 laps to go. You can smell the rubber burning. It's now Joey Danley. The 14 machine just caught it. He started deep in the field back in 12th. He is now looking to try and get near the top 5.
What a battle as lap traffic starts to really become a factor out here. Stu Snyder checking out on the field. Battles on back, shaping up as we go down within 9 to go.
9 to go, Superman still with the lead, but tell you what, Mike Boston starting to reel him in. Still the lap car and Nicolite in front of him. That's going to give Boston and Grosenbacher an opportunity to catch your leader going into 1. As they work off of turn number 2, Boston is closing down to 7/10 of a second. Here comes the 51. Still plenty of time left in this one. 7 to go. Once again, everyone is working around his Clint Benson off the pace as we've got caution flag flying.
Woo, just enough time to catch your breath, race fans. Get ready because we're going to have a barn burner heading your way.
Clint Benson off the pace in turn number 2. Tough break for the 100 machine. You can smell the burnt rubber as once again the bottom side laying rubber. Right now, these drivers in the mid 13-second bracket, which is some of our fastest lap times since heat races. So that gives you an opportunity to see how fast these cars are going around. Actually, the rubber is faster than the tacky track at the beginning of the night. It's interesting that Clint Benson, I thought it was going to be a flat tire that caused him to slow down, but he has all 4 tires up. So we go back, green flag racing. Snyder's got people hot to try on his back bumper, Boston and Grosenbacher right there, but instead he's got clean air in front of him now with 8 to go.
Snyder gets a clear advantage through 3 and 4. Single file behind him. Look out, moves are about to start being made as we go down to 7 to go. Joey Danley looking on the inside of Nate Weiler. What does Danley have for the 4W machine?
Stu Snyder has started to pull away once again. He's opening back up to about a 1.1 second lead over Mike Boston. Trevor Gozenbacher, Shaylee Bade, and the 4W Nathan Weiler has Joey Danley all over him as they come to 5 to go this time by.
5 laps to go this time by. Top 5 spread out. What are we going to do to fill it out on back? Stu Snyder with a strong run. Already heading through 3 and 4.
Boy, James, all of a sudden, it only took 4 laps, but he's already back into lap traffic just for how fast these guys are going. 13.4 seconds, the fastest lap of the night right there from Stu Snyder, now with 3 to go. Stu Snyder works the bottom side of 1 and 2. He has the lap car of Alex Davenport between he and Boston as the caution will fly again. Four laps still left to go. Can Stu Snyder hold on? As we said, his last lap, 13.4 seconds. That is the fastest lap of the night. And it comes here in the A feature as we go back green flag racing. Snyder works the bottom of 1 and 2. Once again, everyone will be going down low. Toby Chapman actually running the middle line, but he's going to lose a few spots by doing so. Stu Snyder, your leader. Mike Boston drifts up. That opens up the door for Trevor Gozenbacher. Down the back straightaway. Will come to 2 to go. This time by for Superman as he'll continue to click them off.
Stu Snyder, Mike Boston, Trevor Gozenbacher, Shaylee Bade, your top 4. Your battle is still for 5th place, and it doesn't look like Danley's going to have anything for Weiler.
White flag is out one more time around for Superman. Josh Riggins off the pace on the back straightaway. We'll see if we can get her. And no, we are not. The caution flies. Starting to get a few droplets down on the speedway, so hopefully they're able to get this going. But Josh Riggins brings out the caution with 1 to go just as Stu Snyder was about to take the checkered flag. Well, race fans, we are calling this one for everyone's safety with the lightning and the rain. Your winner, Superman Stu Snyder. Well, race fans, once again, we hope to have you back out next Saturday nights. Please leave in an orderly fashion, and we hope to have a safe trip home. On behalf of James Rowland, Kurt Merrill, and everyone at Eagle Raceway, glad to have you out here tonight, and we hope to see you back next Saturday night.